Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just keeps moving. Touchdown, Volunteers. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go to the offense like, bro, we don't need to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It was Alabama in a nail-biter beating the Vols the last time they played.
Yeah, and the Tide doing what they've done. In these rivalry games, they've done such a great job of finding ways to win. They are at their best, Jesse, in these rivalry games.
You're right, David. And most years in this rivalry game, Alabama is by far the better team on paper. But they know every time Tennessee takes the field, they're going to be getting their A game. So the Tide did enough last game to sneak out the win, but they better buckle up because they're expecting this one to be close as well. This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Wide out in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Daniels. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to go.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Demania. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Offense set on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. Just don't see much of it anymore.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the misfire, it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Vols will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll try the toss to the left. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match. And those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Give to the fullback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go. Motion from the offense. Running to the left. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Wood. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical.
Open runway ahead. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Defense will always trying to get some tips. Break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football, forcing the completion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This is a spot you see many returners